High-performance team rituals, habits that win. High-performance teams don't rely on chance. They engineer success through consistent, deliberate behaviors, known as team rituals. These aren't just feel-good exercises or traditions. Rituals are recurring practices designed with purpose to align teams, build trust, and reinforce high standards. In this course, you'll learn how intentional rituals can act as the backbone of team performance, regardless of your role or industry. Rituals are especially powerful in high-pressure, innovation-driven environments like science and engineering, where collaboration, clarity, and trust are essential. You'll explore how structured habits can reduce friction, keep teams aligned, and energize people even during setbacks. This training focuses on rituals that drive real results, rituals that support execution, enhance culture, and foster accountability. By the end, you'll know how to identify, design, and adapt rituals that turn good teams into great ones. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. It's built into the rhythm of how teams work together. Course overview and agenda. This course offers a structured roadmap to understanding and implementing high-performance team rituals. We begin with the fundamentals, what team rituals are, and why they matter so much for collective performance. Then, we'll break down the 5 key characteristics that make a ritual effective, from being purposeful to adaptable. The heart of this course is a deep dive into 7 powerful rituals used by top-performing teams, including daily stand-ups, retrospectives, and one-on-ones. You'll learn how to customize each ritual to fit your team's unique needs and culture. For hybrid or remote teams, we'll cover how to make virtual rituals just as impactful. You'll also explore how to measure a ritual's effectiveness using feedback and performance data. Finally, we'll show you how to recognize when a ritual needs to change and how to evolve it. By the end, you'll be equipped to build, adapt, and sustain the rituals that elevate team results. What are team rituals? Team rituals are intentional, recurring behaviors that serve to strengthen a team's function and culture. These are not random habits. They're structured actions designed with purpose. Common examples include daily stand-ups to align priorities, weekly retrospectives for reflection, one-on-one check-ins to build trust, and learning sessions to grow knowledge. Celebrations of wins and honest reflections on failures also qualify as powerful rituals. Another example is a shared opening or closing ritual for team meetings that reinforces connection. What distinguishes a ritual from a habit is intention. Rituals are built to reinforce values, improve coordination, and enable collaboration. They're designed to repeat consistently and achieve a specific purpose. In high-performance teams, rituals become embedded into the team's operating system. They help people know what to expect, how to show up, and how to contribute meaningfully. Ultimately, team rituals are a cultural multiplier, making values visible through action, day in and day out. Why rituals matter for high performance. Rituals are not just nice to have. They are foundational to high performance. First, they reduce cognitive load. When a team has predictable rhythms, like regular stand-ups or check-ins, individuals free up mental energy for more strategic and creative thinking. Instead of figuring out how to coordinate every time, structure allows focus on content. Second, rituals build psychological safety. When team interactions are regular and structured, it creates a safe space where people feel comfortable speaking up, sharing feedback, or raising issues. Third, rituals reinforce identity and values. Whether it's a weekly gratitude session or a monthly review, rituals remind teams how they work together and what they stand for. They also drive continuous improvement. Retrospectives and feedback loops embed learning into a team's DNA, helping avoid repeated mistakes. Finally, rituals maintain momentum during uncertainty. They act as a stabilizing force. In essence, rituals form the operating system that powers visible team output. Characteristics of effective team rituals. To be effective, team rituals must exhibit 5 key characteristics. First, they must be purposeful. Every ritual should be linked to a clear team goal, value, or desired outcome. Without a defined purpose, rituals lose meaning. Second, consistency is critical. Rituals should follow a reliable cadence, whether daily, weekly, or monthly, to build rhythm and expectation. Third, they must be inclusive. Everyone on the team should participate, ensuring shared ownership and engagement. Fourth, effective rituals are time-bound. They respect energy and attention spans, so they remain sharp and focused instead of turning into a drag. Lastly, they need to be adaptable. As teams evolve in size, maturity, or challenge, rituals should evolve too. What works for a small R&D group may not scale to a cross-functional global team. Poorly designed rituals feel like unproductive meetings, but well-designed ones become force multipliers, amplifying team focus, cohesion, and performance across every domain. 7. Most powerful high-performance team rituals. High-performing teams across industries often rely on a set of 7 powerful rituals to stay aligned, adaptive, and connected. First, the daily stand-up helps teams align quickly, resolve blockers, and maintain momentum with a 10 to 15-minute check-in. Next, the weekly retrospective gives teams a structured space to reflect, learn from successes and failures, and commit to improvements. The third ritual, one-on-one check-ins, builds trust, allows for individual coaching, and ensures team members and leaders stay aligned on priorities. The fourth is Friday wins and gratitudes, which boosts morale and celebrates accomplishments, big or small. Fifth, postmortems or failure debriefs help teams extract learning from setbacks without assigning blame. Sixth, quarterly strategy reviews enable teams to zoom out, revisit goals, and adjust direction based on performance and risk. Finally, learning rituals like lunch and learns promote cross-functional knowledge sharing and development. Together, these 7 rituals can transform a group of individuals into a truly cohesive, high-performance team. Daily stand-ups. Daily stand-ups are short, focused meetings designed to maintain alignment and momentum within a team. Typically held at the same time every morning, these 10-15-minute sessions allow each team member to answer 3 essential questions. What did I accomplish yesterday? What am I working on today? And what blockers or challenges am I facing? This simple structure ensures everyone stays in sync and makes it easy to spot issues early. Stand-ups help eliminate the need for micromanagement by increasing transparency across the team. They also foster accountability by giving every member daily visibility into each other's progress. The key is to keep stand-ups strictly time-boxed. If a deeper issue arises, it should be handled in a separate, focused discussion with only the relevant team members. This protects the pace and purpose of the ritual. Over time, well-run stand-ups create a shared rhythm of execution and problem-solving across the team. Weekly retrospectives. Weekly retrospectives give teams the opportunity to pause, reflect, and improve on a regular basis. The format is simple but powerful. First, ask what went well. This helps reinforce strengths and celebrate wins. Then, explore what didn't go well to identify issues or friction points. Finally, agree on what to try next, turning insights into actionable improvements. Psychological safety is key. Team members need to feel comfortable speaking honestly, without fear of blame. When done well, retrospectives foster a culture of continuous learning. They allow teams to adapt quickly, preventing small issues from escalating into major problems. Retrospectives also build ownership by involving the team in shaping how work gets done. Keeping this ritual on a weekly cadence ensures lessons are captured while still fresh and that improvements are implemented quickly. Over time, teams that regularly reflect and adjust develop the agility and resilience needed for sustained high performance. One-on-one check-ins. One-on-one check-ins are essential for building trust, surfacing issues, and aligning on priorities between managers and individual team members. These meetings should occur regularly, either bi-weekly or monthly, and follow a shared agenda created collaboratively. The best check-ins go beyond simple status updates. They strike a balance between operational topics and professional development conversations. It's a chance to provide coaching, deliver feedback, and discuss long-term goals. Effective one-on-ones also create space for raising concerns, personal or professional, before they escalate. Each session should end with clear next steps and commitments to ensure alignment and follow-through. These check-ins build psychological safety and deepen working relationships. They help team members feel seen, supported, and aligned with broader goals. Unlike group meetings, one-on-ones are uniquely personal, allowing for customized guidance. When done right, they leave both participants energized and focused. In high-performance teams, these conversations are where growth, trust, and clarity take root. Friday Wins and Gratitudes. Friday Wins and Gratitudes is a weekly ritual that ends the work week on a high note. Its purpose is to recognize progress and build a sense of shared appreciation across the team. Each team member takes a moment to share one meaningful achievement from the week, something they're proud of, or that had a measurable impact. In addition, everyone is encouraged to give a shout-out to a teammate who made a difference. This might be a thank you for support during a crunch or recognition of great collaboration. The meeting typically lasts 15 to 30 minutes and can happen in person or virtually. The goal is to boost positivity, strengthen relationships, and create visibility around progress. This ritual reinforces a culture of results and gratitude, helping the team end the week with energy and momentum. Teams that celebrate wins together tend to stay motivated, connected, and focused on what's possible going forward. Postmortems, failure debriefs. Postmortems, also called failure debriefs, are rituals designed to normalize failure and turn setbacks into valuable learning opportunities. This process starts by clearly identifying what happened during the incident. Next, the team works together to analyze root causes, without assigning blame. The focus is on understanding systems, not pointing fingers. After root causes are surfaced, the team extracts key lessons learned. These insights are then translated into concrete actions to improve future performance. Done well, postmortems build resilience and foster a growth mindset. They help teams approach challenges with humility and psychological safety. These rituals also elevate operational maturity by moving from reactive to proactive behaviors. By focusing on how systems and processes can be improved, not who made a mistake, teams create a true learning culture. Failure becomes a catalyst for innovation, not a source of fear. Postmortems ensure every stumble pushes the team one step closer to excellence. Quarterly strategy reviews. Quarterly strategy reviews offer teams a structured way to step back from day-to-day execution and align on long-term priorities. This ritual helps teams zoom out, assess performance, and recalibrate based on changing needs or market conditions. The process begins with a review of current goals and key performance indicators. Teams then analyze performance data and emerging trends to understand what's working and what's not. Potential risks are evaluated, as well as new opportunities that may not have been visible before. These reviews create strategic ownership across all levels of the team, not just leadership. Everyone gains a clearer understanding of how their work connects to the broader vision. Quarterly cadence strikes a balance. It's frequent enough to stay agile, yet spaced enough to allow meaningful progress between checkpoints. This ritual ensures the team stays aligned, focused, and adaptable, bridging the gap between big-picture strategy and everyday execution. Learning rituals. Lunch and learns. Learning rituals like lunch and learns are designed to cultivate curiosity and foster a culture of continuous growth. These informal sessions give team members a platform to share knowledge, teach new skills, or introduce emerging industry trends. Sessions typically occur during lunch breaks, last about 30 to 45 minutes, and include time for Q&A. Topics can range from new tools and technical workflows to lessons learned from recent projects. One of the most effective formats is rotational, where team members take turns presenting, which democratizes learning and encourages cross-disciplinary exposure. These rituals not only support individual development, but also break down silos by creating a sense of shared learning across departments. Over time, they promote innovation by introducing fresh perspectives. To make learning scalable, it's helpful to record sessions and build a knowledge library for those who can't attend. Ultimately, learning rituals build smarter, more connected teams, ready to adapt, evolve, and win. Customizing rituals to fit team culture. Rituals are most powerful when tailored to your team's specific culture, needs, and goals. There is no one-size-fits-all formula. Start by asking, what does our team need more of? Clarity, speed, trust, or creativity? What patterns cause us to lose momentum? What are common traits of our best performance moments? These questions help uncover where rituals can have the most impact. Different teams benefit from different focal points. For example, sales teams might thrive on win celebrations, deal reviews, and competitive updates. R&D teams often prioritize daily syncs, problem-solving sessions, and knowledge sharing. Creative teams may find more value in feedback loops, inspiration rituals, or idea showcases. The key is to align each ritual with what drives your team's success. Design rituals around the unique dynamics and purpose of your group. When customized effectively, rituals stop being checkboxes and become catalysts for performance, engagement, and innovation. Rituals for hybrid and remote teams. In hybrid and remote environments, rituals become the glue that holds a distributed team together. Intentional connection is more important than ever. Video on stand-ups and check-ins help maintain a sense of presence and trust. Replacing hallway conversations with structured Slack threads allows for asynchronous yet transparent status updates. For retrospectives, digital whiteboards like Miro or Mural can create space for collaboration and reflection, even across time zones. Celebrating wins through short video messages keeps team morale high, while virtual coffees or informal chats help preserve the spontaneous moments that build relationships. Remote work can easily lead to isolation, but rituals fight that drift by creating consistency and connection. The format may change, but the principles remain the same: repetition, purpose, and inclusivity. High-performing hybrid teams make sure that rituals are not an afterthought, but a design feature, ensuring everyone feels seen, supported, and aligned no matter where they log in from. Measuring ritual impact. To determine if a ritual is truly effective, it's important to measure its impact on performance, culture, and engagement. Begin by asking key questions. Are the rituals producing insight, creating alignment, or generating new energy for the team? Do people feel that the time spent in these rituals is meaningful and valuable? Are you seeing fewer mistakes, more creative ideas, and faster execution as a result? Is there a noticeable improvement in team morale and cohesion? To get real answers, use a combination of tools: feedback surveys, performance data, and engagement metrics. Look at trends over time. Are rituals helping the team grow, or have they become stagnant? High-impact rituals show clear ROI, not just in numbers, but in how people show up and collaborate. By measuring ritual effectiveness consistently, you can double down on what works and adjust or retire what doesn't. Performance-driven rituals are the ones that evolve with intention. When rituals need to change. Even the most effective rituals can lose their power over time if they're not refreshed. It's important to watch for signals that a ritual needs to evolve. If team members appear disengaged, or if people are simply going through the motions, it's a red flag. Another sign is plateaued energy or stagnant results, even if the ritual is still being followed consistently. A shift in team structure or goals may also make certain rituals outdated or misaligned. Low participation or lack of meaningful contributions can indicate the ritual is no longer serving its purpose. High-performing teams don't treat rituals as permanent fixtures. They periodically assess, redesign, implement, and evaluate. This ritual refresh cycle ensures practices stay relevant and aligned with evolving needs. By remaining flexible and responsive, teams preserve the power of rituals, using them not as static routines, but as dynamic tools for continued alignment, energy, and growth. Conclusion: build the rhythm that wins. High-performing teams don't rely on luck. They succeed because they've engineered excellence into the rhythm of how they work together. Rituals are the habits that create momentum, build trust, and keep everyone aligned, even during challenging times. They help teams move together with clarity, think together with shared values, and grow together through reflection and learning. Rituals foster psychological safety, drive performance, and reinforce team identity. Whether it's a daily stand-up or a quarterly strategy review, the power of a ritual lies in its consistency and intention. As you move forward, remember, rituals aren't just practices, they're commitments. Commitments to how we communicate, how we improve, and how we win. Culture is what we do every day, and rituals are how we do it, deliberately, together. So design your team's rituals with care, adjust them with purpose, and use them to build a culture of excellence that endures.